Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Susan. This is Andrea, and we are gearing up for Funnel Hacking Live. We are counting down the days. As of today, it's August 31st. There's 27 days until Funnel Hacking Live. So I want to know if you are going, let us know in the comments, and two, what do you need to do? What do you think you need to do to prepare for Funnel Hacking Live? Because that's why we're here to talk to you right now. We know, so each of us have gone to Funnel Hacking Live 3 times. This will be our 4th year. And we know that there's certain things that you should do to like really make the most of it. There's definitely been years where I did not do these things. And I was just like, whatever, we're just going for it. We're just winging it. I'm just going to listen to the speakers this year. And every time I regretted it because I always meet somebody who wants to connect with me. And I'm like, oh, I don't have business cards. What do I give you? And so we're here to kind of help you solve these problems ahead of time. So we'll talk about what we have to offer you.
Yes. And if nothing else, you or at least it's kind of like exercising, right? Or like just like exercising a little bit that muscle of networking or how to kind of navigate potentially questions that are really hard. Like I know my first time, I did everything I could to avoid the dreaded question, what do you do? Because I had no idea. Right? Yeah, exactly. And it was like enough to almost just like make me freeze and not talk to anyone. So if you're in that boat, this is also for you. So.
That's so true because we would like, I've been there, like probably 2 out of the 3 years I've been there at FHL. It would actually make me not want to talk to people because I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to answer this question. It's really just easier for me to not talk to people. Like I'm not ready to talk to people right now. I don't even know how to talk about what I do. And that's not great because then your experience is not what it could be. Like even just talking to people and making friends, like you got to talk to people. So yeah. And then some of the other things that I know, so we actually put out a Typeform survey. A lot of you filled it out. So grateful for it. One of the questions that I asked in the survey was like, what are you concerned about with attending FHL? So we got a lot of answers of, actually, I think I have it pulled up somewhere, maybe not. Oh yeah, I do, right here. A lot of you were talking about that thing of like, I'm not sure, I'm too introverted. I don't know if I'm going to connect with any, I don't know, like I might not talk to people. I'm too introverted. I'm worried that I'm going to go into that. Some of you said, I'm going to get too overwhelmed. Like it's going to be too busy and too crazy. And I'm going to get overwhelmed with all the information coming at me. So if that's you, if that's a concern of yours, like stick with us. And then let's see, some of you said, there's a lot of responses, not getting enough sleep, not knowing what to expect.
The not knowing what to sleep, we can't help you with. You have to set your own boundaries. I'm so sorry.
Some advice on how to like manage your day. Being too busy, being too tired, being overwhelmed by too much information. So yeah, not meeting the right people. Somebody said not meeting the right people. Yes. That's so awesome. So we can talk about that. Information overwhelm and finding my ideal client. So these are all very valid concerns, and we've been there. Sleep? Who needs sleep at FHL?
Right, I saw that. That was awesome. Is that Brandon?
So what? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to shut up for a minute. These are all concerns of yours, and they're very valid. So we're going to tell you now how we are showing up here to help you with them.
Yes. Yep. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen now. Oops. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Okay, so a couple things before we dive that are really important. So that if you are in a Geek Out Academy member right now, if you're already in Geek Out Academy, you guys are killing it and you're working so hard. And we wanted to make sure that this is not just like one more thing, because I know all of you guys are really aiming towards getting your dramatic demonstrations done in that like week right before Funnel Hacking Live, during Funnel Hacking Live, and the week after. Like that's our time range, right? So we wanted to make this package something that even if you are in our Geek Out Academy, it doesn't feel like a huge extra lift. The good news is that all the work that you guys are doing in terms of extract and clarify and your funnel hubs and your Facebook groups, all of that can be leveraged with what we're already doing. So it is not a huge extra lift. It just goes right nice alignment. There's maybe 2 extra little tiny things that you'll get to do in this package that adds to the work that you're already doing with your Geek Out Academy program. So that was one thing that's super important just to all of our current geeks. Yeah, go ahead, Susan.
Well, sorry, I was looking at comments. So we got Nathan in the comments and Christopher in the comments. Nathan was the sleep who needs sleep. So I may have missed if you said this, but just so everyone knows, if you are in our Geek Out Academy, you get this. This is part of our program. If you're not in Geek Out Academy, this is also for you. If you are going to Funnel Hacking Live, this is for you. If you are not going to Funnel Hacking Live, and you want to, and you just haven't bought your ticket yet, we actually have a link at the top of this page that we're going to share with you, where you can go get your ticket and you get what we're going to be presenting to you included. And then if you're like, I'm not going to Funnel Hacking Live, like I'm just not, but I'm interested in what this is going to do. Like maybe you have another event coming up. This can be for you as well.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. And we're going to talk about if you don't have your ticket, we'll talk about you guys after we kind of share the offer, what it is. Then we'll talk about all of you guys who don't have your ticket yet. Hold on, because we have something really special for you guys if you haven't bought yet. Okay, so of course, what geeks would be if we didn't have a little bit of robot loving on there. So Susan did a great job on this funnel, pulled it together. This is the ultimate prep. So if we look at calendars, we have really, because most people will kind of head out around like the 24th, the week of the 24th. So really we have about 3 weeks left, right? So each week we have something for you that we know, to Susan's point, that will help you at Funnel Hacking Live. So let's just kind of talk a little bit about what all is included. So every week going forward on Wednesday, we'll have a workshop. The first workshop, we partnered with our awesome geek, Christopher Kraus, who is just creating an amazing program called Document Your Journey. He has agreed to come in and share some of that Document Your Journey experience with us to be able to know what are the types of things that we can be doing in order to document. Right now, if you guys are not familiar, on social, there is a hashtag journey to FHL. If you are not already leveraging this in terms of generating traffic and getting your name out there and letting people know that you're going to be there, you want to be doing that. And so you're going to be getting great tips starting next week on the 6th on how can you start to rev the engine of documenting your journey, ramping up to FHL, and also some great tips and tricks on while you're there, what you can do to document your journey. I am telling you, Susan and I have used our Funnel Hacking Live information and the pictures we took at the 3 years prior in everything that we're selling today. So the more that you can document your actual journey while you're at Funnel Hacking Live, it will pay off in spades. So you really want to get some great tips and tricks. And I don't know anybody better right now than Christopher that is going to help you with a frame of reference of the great shots that you can get while you're there. Susan, did I miss anything on that?
Yeah, I have a couple of things to say about it, but I was actually just looking. Okay, I do. Can I share I'm going to share my screen really quick.
Please do. Yes.
I have from this must have been, 2021, which is when Geek Out became a thing. Yes. We took this picture together here, and it lives on our funnel hub. We took this picture. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about like document your journey. Like if we didn't have this picture together when we formed Geek Out, we wouldn't have a visual to use while we're talking about our story of like, how did CF 2.0 Geek Out even become a thing? And I've never used it anywhere, but I actually recorded the conversation that Andrea and I had when we were forming a lot of our first ideas. And I don't even know if you know that, Andrea.
No, But that is awesome.
Yeah.
Cause that picture was like, it was probably like 1 AM in the morning when we shot that picture.
Oh,
Cause we had
yeah.
been up all night,
In the
like
lobby,
planning in the
and we're
lobby.
like,
Yes.
"We
And
need
even in
more."
that lobby, right? Like there were people that came in and out of that conversation that still today are like following up or asking us questions or like referencing it for us or like, yeah, so awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that video.
I forgot how much of it I got before my like storage ran out, and then I also wanted to say, so one of the things that I've had the privilege to be able to do lately is interview a lot of like almost all of the people that are going to be speaking on stage at Funnel Hacking Live, and this is part of the Funnel Hacker TV show and ClickFunnels group. But one of the questions that we asked almost every single one of them was, can you tell us about your first FHL experience? And they all had these awesome stories of like how they felt when they walked in, how their life changed, how their perspective of business changed, how everything like changed for them that moment that they like that week, right? That they were at FHL. And I was like, how awesome would it be if they had pictures and videos that they could use while they're telling the story of like the pivotal moment of their lives.
Yes.
So if this is your first FHL experience, you're going to be so glad if you document it in this
Yeah.
way. You
Yeah.
don't know what connections you're going to make. You don't know what ideas are going to come from it. And just to be able to have like, I mean, the picture that we have is blurry. It's not a great picture. But fortunately, with Christopher's help, I know we're going to capture a lot better things this year.
Yes.
Yes. Warren, I'll have to share that video
Yes.
somewhere, or at least the audio from the video. I'm not sure how flattering the angle was of my video, but audio maybe. Anyway, so that's why we're like really loving the document your journey, why we are including it in this Countdown FHL series.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. So cool. Okay, so that'll be the first week just to get our heads right, to get us in the game. We'll share some of more of our behind the scenes and the things that have helped us to be able to do what we've been able to do on that documenting part. So get our heads right there. It's awesome. Yes, exactly. It begins now, right? Okay, the next workshop is going to be something that we call the digital business cards. So I am anti-paper. I don't print anything. If you try to give me a piece of paper, I'll reject it. If you try to give me a business card, I will probably just ask to take a picture of it instead. So I think we are in a digital age, and no longer are the days that we grab a business card and we put it in our wallet to only be lost and never found again. Instead, what we want is to have a digital business card that links directly into our funnel system and the first steps through the first 3 steps that anybody in our world can take to connect with us, right? And so we have a signature wireframe that is through a funnel and that's also like just that alone, right? It's a talking point. So the way that you did it becomes a talking point and you get information. So all of these are multi-purposeful to help you with conversations while you're there. So we have a thing called the digital business card, which is essentially a funnel hub and a funnel tree and a little digital like QR code thing that you will have. So no matter who you're talking to, all you need to do is just pull out your phone. You can have them interact right then and there with your digital business card, and they will go directly to the place that you want them to go. And again, you don't have to build it from scratch. Nicole on our team has created the wireframes for the 1-page funnel hub. That's like a super skinny down, easy funnel hub for you. The funnel tree, which think of that like the link tree equivalent, but you actually have more control over the look and feel of it, and you can track it on your ClickFunnels account. And the digital card, the actual like the QR code and the interaction with the digital card itself. So, and it's going to have analytics on it. So if you're out and you're about, not only do you have an awesome digital card that somebody can scan and they can get into your world, you also will have analytics to say like, gosh, I feel like I only talked to like 3 people. You're going to go back and you're going to see it has like 1 million scans and it's going to be awesome. Or you can directly say like, okay, what was my investment at Funnel Hacking Live? And you can even track it time over time. of what that looks like. So that'll be basically your digital funnel tree experience to be able to help you. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Susan.
Here's an example of one that we've done most recently for one of our clients. This is like the link tree alternative, right? You can make it look however you want it to look. It's on brand. It's like way more appealing and inviting than a link tree page. So kudos, well done to Nicole on our team who designed this and built this out.
And guys, just imagine. So you're at Funnel Hacking Live, where everybody is talking about funnels and the unique use of funnels, and you pull out a funnel tree, right? You can like take the credit. You're like, yeah, this is, I made a funnel tree because why do we need a link tree? We have ClickFunnels, and ClickFunnels gives you everything. So boom, it's awesome. And it doesn't matter whether you're on 1.0 or 2.0, it's a conversation starter and it's a lead generator for your network. So it's awesome. Okay. Last one is, and this one I think is so important. This is about setting clear intentions and networking. So Susan and I, Dan's been around forever. Susan, Nicole, and I have been in the game for 3 to 4 years now. We've been in the ClickFunnels community and we do have a pretty good network. We're still always growing, but our goal here is a couple things. One is for you just to get your mind and your heart set on what are the intentions that you want from Funnel Hacking Live. I think it helps a lot in terms of not feeling so scattered and like, what do I do and who do I interact with? The second thing is, in terms of networking, one of the questions and the feedback that we got was like, I don't know if I am going to talk to the right people. So we're going to do a deep dive and everybody in the program is going to know even the general stuff that you're interested in or you want to know about. You might have like your hit list of people that you really want to talk to or types of topics that you really want to get engaged with. So it's not just us being able to share with you like, oh, okay, you really want to try to look for this person, this person, this person, this person, right? It's also going to be this group of people. We're all going to be connected via Voxer while we're there. So that let's say I know that Warren is going to connect indie hackers with marketers, right? So if I am ever in a conversation at Funnel Hacking Live, then now I get to be able to pay it forward. And I hear somebody saying like, oh, I need a SaaS product as an entrepreneur and I don't know who to connect with. Oh my gosh, you have to talk to Warren. He's incredible. That's exactly what he does. Let me send you his way, right? And then I'm going to get on Voxer and I'm going to say, hey, Warren, here's somebody to add to your hit list, right? And then all of a sudden what ends up happening, and there's a little bit of just like serendipitous divine intervention and a little bit of legwork, right? Warren now is looking for that person. And 9 times out of 10, it happens to me all the time, right? 9 times out of 10, that person is going to then show up. Warren's going to connect with them. And the person's like, oh, I was talking to Andrea and she mentioned your name. How amazing. Warren's like, you don't say, she mentioned you too. And then all of a sudden now you're talking and it's awesome, right? So you have a network of people that are helping you out. You're not there alone. We're all advocating for each other to make sure that we optimize and get connected and network, and it's glorious. So that is what that third week is all about.
I love it. It's so awesome. And then, a lot of you were also concerned about like not knowing anybody. One of the things that the benefit of also showing up to these workshops for the next 3 weeks is that we're all going to get to know each other really, really well. Like a lot of us know each other in Geek Out Academy, but if you're not in Geek Out Academy and you're like, I don't really know anybody, come get to know people. Then you're going to already know faces and names ahead of time. You're going to like be able to spot people and be like, oh, hey, I already know who you are. And it's going to really help you, especially if you're like someone who you're like, I usually don't talk to people. I sit in like the last row. It's going to help you know people ahead of time, but also most likely we're all going to be like, hey, come with me. Like, I want to like come into this conversation that I'm already having. And like, what a great way to be able to start meeting new people through each other. Right. And then the other thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to have a Geek Out meetup on the Wednesday, that like the first day of the event, but the event doesn't start till like noon. So we're going to have it Wednesday morning. We're all going to get together ahead of time. And again, we'll like meet in person before the event even gets started. And so if you're, in our geek community and you're going to be at FHL, you're invited to this as well. What am I forgetting?
No, exactly. That's awesome.
I think that's it.
Yeah, and just I was while you were talking too, I was just thinking that just even being able to like recognize somebody, the most common saying is like, "Oh my gosh, you have a body." Like we get out of these like little squares. Like you're real.
I will just warn everybody right now, I am probably shorter than you think that I am. You're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, you're so short."
Oh, that's
It's so
funny.
fun. It's so much fun.
It is so fun.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So, and that's not all. Let's keep going. So, yes, if you are a member of Geek Out Academy, again, you get this for free. If you've been on the fence, well, then come join the Academy because you would get it at a discount and get in right away. So that link is right there. Come join the Academy. It is available. We do not have our Geek Out level 2 open, but this would be our Geek Out level 1, which is all helping and gearing you towards the beginning of the linchpin work and setting up your nurture system and your Wild West. That's the focus of our level 1 Academy. And so you can get in today and get a discount instead of the full package in terms of price wise. So that is an option to you. So then all in all, so all 3 of the workshops plus the networking plus the support plus the systems is $97. So that is, we felt super fair. It's a fairly aggressive schedule. You'll get everything you need. And we would just love to work with anybody and everybody who's interested in coming to Funnel Hacking Live and giving them the best possible first step. So if you're interested, we will drop the link. Now, one thing I will say is this. So you can get it discounted. Geek Out Academy level 1 is $47 a month. You can join our academy and get it, right? If you join, and that offer will go away though on the 6th. So if you're interested in, just to give you a little bit of that urgency factor, because we want to make sure that you take advantage of all 3 weeks. Our first workshop is happening on the 6th. So the opportunity to get in via the Geek Out level 1 will stop on the 6th. The next one is, and this is a really unique one. So we have the ability now that if you have not bought your Funnel Hacking Live ticket yet, and you're still on the fence, and we know that about, I think it's something like 30% of the buyers will come in this last couple weeks, right? We have something really special for you. So on that front, awesome. And if you want to, either in the FAQs down below or at the very top of the funnel, you'll see it in that there is a very special link. And if you use that very special link that is very unique to Geeks and Geek Out, this will allow you to buy your Funnel Hacking Live ticket, and then you can get this package for free. So again, 2 ways that if you're on the fence about coming to Funnel Hacking Live and you haven't bought your ticket yet, here's your motivation. Go buy it now. Get this package and this offer for free. Okay. If you are on the fence about joining our Geek Out Academy level 1, go get it now and get this offer at the $47 a month, or come in. It's a super no-brainer, $97 one time, and we'll get you the systems and the support and the package, and you'll be able to get ready and go to Funnel Hacking Live. So all available.
All right, question. So Michael, great question. If you are already in Academy, you do not need to sign up. This page is not set up for you guys to sign up.
Yeah.
You're automatically in. You'll get all the information.
Yep.
Yes.
And then we have, I really want to go. Yeah, go ahead, Susan.
Oh, no, you go.
Oh, no, I was saying I really want to go. I have too much medical stuff. So sorry to hear that. That's always hard to navigate. But we will definitely bring you all of the news. I will say, even if you are not going for Funnel Hacking Live, if you do have any event or you're wanting to get better at the networking part of it, this will still benefit you. So just if you're still interested and you know you have a networking event coming up, or you just want to improve the overall networking within your ClickFunnels community, it is something that will still benefit you. So you're welcome to join. And I think you'll still get a lot from it.
All right.
Warren
and then I liked Warren's idea, and we might have to just add this in one of the days where we have like a special FHL hot seat where we can just show up, ask general questions to each other, get comfortable going. One of the things that we will probably include on that 3rd workshop is like, what's our advice while there? I mentioned earlier, like how to like manage your, oh, hey. Oh no, that was already there. I'm like, hey, Warren's name showed up. It was already showing up. My brain's catching up. What's our best advice on like how to, not get so worn out, or you're listening to so much information. What do I do with it? Or how do I decide what I need to actually listen to and what I don't want to listen to? We can also talk about, like, we know I've interviewed almost all of the speakers. I know what everybody's going to be speaking about. If you have questions about like, oh, should I actually attend this one? I'm just going to tell you right now, you should attend all of it. But let's say you have something going on and you want to ask questions like that. We can definitely do a session like that as well.
Yeah. One other thing too that I'll throw out there, because I think a lot of conversation is usually around like introverts and how hard that is, and those type of events are hard. And I 100% believe that is true. Most of my best and closest friends are introverts, and it is difficult. It is an energy drainer, right? Because you're exerting a lot of energy to have conversations, and it just drains you. And so we will talk a lot about that and techniques that you can use. I know dear friends Zach and Laura, they actually have some biohacking things that they do to help. So we could do like a caring for yourself while biohacking live. But I'll also say, for all of my fellow extroverted friends out there, being an extrovert, the opposite happens to me. So because there is so much energy, right? And I am like a sponge when it comes to that energy. So before you know it, I mean, it's like bigger than 10 cups of coffee, right? Like it's like, and I, like, just to like ground and like calm down, it takes a lot because there is so much energy. So again, we will talk about some tips and some tricks in order to just like have your grounding, find your grounding, whether it needs to come up or come down. There are some interesting little pockets all around Funnel Hacking Live that will help you to be able to do that. And we'll talk more about that.
Awesome. Okay, I just put the link into the chat in Facebook, and actually I will go ahead and put it here for the sake of YouTube as well. Okay. Does anybody have any questions at the moment? I know you guys are already started asking questions. I love it. Let us know if there's anything else we can answer for you at this moment. But yeah, just again, one more time, the workshops, you get all 3 of these workshops over the next 3 Wednesdays. They happen during our normal 1 o'clock Pacific time Geek Talk hour that we normally are doing. We're going to do these workshops. It's going to be Zoom access only. These are not streamed into the group. So you do have to sign up if you want to participate. Unless you're Geek Out Academy, you don't have to sign up. You'll get the Zoom link sent to you automatically. Yeah, so we're going to have 3 different workshops over the next 3 Wednesdays. That'll take care of us right up until the following week is going to be FHL. We are going to do a meetup that Wednesday morning before the sessions actually start. We don't know what that looks like yet. It's probably going to be an 8 a.m. Eastern time meeting because we have a lot happening.
Morning yoga together.
Yes, we'll figure out what we can do about, like, I don't know, bring your breakfast, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know. And then we'll have the rest of the event.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be excited about. I don't see any questions. So with that, I think just DM us if you have questions, and we'll be happy to answer. We really appreciate it. Oh, also, there's going to be a fun surprise that, I don't know, should we tell them about this or not? And I don't think you know what I'm talking about.
Let's let it build.
Okay,
let's let it build.
There's going to be a fun surprise for all of the geeks that are at FHL, and I'm not going to say anything about it yet, but it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave the hook out there.
The last thing I'll say is, don't have this information just to yourself. So we would so appreciate, like, again, the more that we can bring people into this program, the more it helps all of us, because it increases that network, right? Of like, This is a bad reference, but like all I could think of was like the little birds analogy. You know what I mean? Where it's like we all have, you know what I mean? Like we're all at Funnel Hacking Live taking care of each other, like
Oh
listening
yeah.
to one another. You know what I mean? So it's like the nice version of little birds. We need to come up with a better metaphor. Fix that one.
But it's true. I mean, we know what it's like. The first time I actually went to Funnel Hacking Live was to support one of my mentors, and she was speaking on stage, and so I already felt like I had a community. There was a few people from her community that showed up to support her, so I was like, oh, I know these people. And so that was awesome. It helped me a lot because this was like a huge event, and I was such a baby in my business, and I was like, I don't know anybody and I don't know how to talk to anybody. And so there's just so much power in having these connections ahead of time and going through this process. And it's okay if you don't know how to talk about what you do yet. You can still connect with people. You as a human still need to connect with people, because we said this, like, I don't know, in the last week, we've said this a few times. Like, just because you don't have anything to sell yet does not mean you shouldn't start building those relationships now.
Right.
Because you don't, like, as soon as you do know what you're doing and as soon as you do know what you're selling, you will then have a network already of people like, oh, that I know, I remember meeting that person. I bet they would be a great fit for this, or they could help me with this thing. So I would, let us help you.
Yes. 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 And let
Amazing.
us all help each other. So yeah. So share this link, invite more people in. We'd love to just like get a good cohort of people that are all gearing up towards Funnel Hacking Live. So yeah, very exciting things.
Awesome. Okay. I think that's it for us. Let us know if you have questions, and we will see you guys all soon. Take care.
Bye.